You ever wake up and realize joy doesn't feel like joy anymore? Nothing hits the same, nothing fills you, and that empty feeling? It's not random. It's a biblical warning that something deeper is happening in your spirit. Joy doesn't disappear, it drains. Joy doesn't normally explode into your life, and it doesn't suddenly vanish either. It drains, slowly, quietly, almost unnoticeably. At first it looks small. The worship songs that used to move you feel like background noise. The things that once excited you don't hit anymore. You laugh, but it's forced. You smile, but it feels thin. Your spirit feels tired, but you can't explain why. And the scary part? Most people don't realize anything is wrong because numbness doesn't shout, it whispers. The Bible shows this through David. This man who used to dance before God with wild joy is later crying, "Restore to me the joy of your salvation." Psalm 51:12. He didn't pray for more strength. He didn't pray for more blessings. He didn't pray for a miracle. He prayed for joy because he realized something most people never notice until it's too late. Joy is the first thing to leave when your heart quietly drifts from God. Not your beliefs, not your morals, not your routine, your joy. And David knew why. His heart wasn't where it used to be. That's how spiritual emptiness works. Life doesn't have to fall apart for joy to disappear. Sometimes your spirit is starving while your life looks perfectly fine on the outside. 3 biblical reasons your joy is quietly fading. Number 1, your spirit is being filled with everything except God. Joy is spiritual, not emotional. And when your spirit gets crowded with noise, distractions, and constant stimulation, joy gets suffocated. You're scrolling, watching, listening, consuming, but not resting, not refilling, not reconnecting. Jesus warned about this in Matthew 6:22. If your eye is unhealthy, your whole body is filled with darkness. Meaning, what you feed yourself either fuels joy or drains it. You don't lose joy because life is empty. You lose joy because your spirit is full of things that can't produce it. Number 2, you've been fighting battles without spiritual strength. Life can feel heavy even when nothing dramatic is happening, because spiritual exhaustion is real. The Bible says in Nehemiah 8:10, "The joy of the Lord is your strength." So when joy fades, strength fades. And when strength fades, everything feels harder than it should. That's why nothing brings joy anymore. Your spirit is running on fumes. You've been trying to push through life in your own power, but joy only comes when you're connected to His power. If you feel your heart has drifted, just comment, "I'm coming back." Joy always follows a returning heart. Number 3, God is trying to get your attention. Sometimes joy disappears, not because something is wrong with your life, but because something is drifting in your heart. God doesn't shout first, He whispers. And one of His loudest whispers is the absence of joy. Just like David, who cried out, "Restore to me the joy," because he realized joy leaves when the heart leaves its first love. Revelation 2:4 says, "You have abandoned the love you had at first." Not faith, not belief, love. And when love cools, joy follows. Sometimes the emptiness you feel isn't punishment, it's God pulling you back. How God restores your joy. The good news? God never lets joy disappear without giving you a way back to Him. Joy isn't something you chase, it's something He restores, and the Bible shows exactly how He does it. God restores joy when you return to honesty. Joy can't live in a heart that hides. The moment David confessed, not performed, not pretended, but confessed, joy began to return. Psalm 32:3-4 shows that hiding drains the soul, but verse 5 says, when he opened his heart, relief, freedom, and joy rushed back in. Honesty is the doorway joy walks through. God restores joy when you reconnect with His presence. Joy isn't found in pleasure, distraction, or entertainment. It's found where God is. Psalm 16:11 says, "In your presence is fullness of joy." not partial joy, not temporary joy, fullness. If you feel empty, it's because your spirit needs Him, not more stimulation, not more excitement, not more escape, just Him. Sometimes the simplest prayer, "God, I miss you," is enough to reopen what's been closed. God restores joy when you realign your heart with purpose. Joy fades when life feels meaningless, but joy grows when you realize you were created for something eternal. Isaiah 61:3 says, "God gives the oil of joy for mourning and a garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness," meaning He doesn't just heal you, He reassigns you, repurposes you, realigns your heart with what heaven is doing. Joy comes back the moment you step back into the reason He created you. Joy isn't something we chase, it's someone we know. Jesus came so that joy would have a name, and that name would never leave us. As Christmas approaches, we wanted to create something small but meaningful that helps us keep that truth in front of our eyes and share it with others who might need hope this season. We've designed a set of nativity Christmas cards, beautiful reminders that Christ is our joy giver, our peace bringer, and our light in dark places. If you want to gift encouragement this Christmas and support this channel at the same time, click the link below to grab your set. Let's bring back joy this Christmas, the real kind. So let me ask you this. If joy is missing from your life, what part of your heart have you stopped giving to God? Because joy doesn't disappear without a reason, and it doesn't return without a response. Sit with that. Wrestle with it. Let God speak to you through it. And when you're ready, drop the word joy in the comments so I know you're choosing to get it back. Not by force, not by pretending, but by letting God restore what life drained. The real question is, are you ready for Him to rebuild you?